Couple of quick tips as we get started here. First of all, I want to make sure that when your titles of your slides, they actually mean something. You use them to actually sell or make a statement about your business. Growing exponentially versus growth slide, or problem statement versus huge problem in the market on technology. I'm making that up. That wasn't that good. But we'll come up with a better one when we get to that one as well. Keep in mind that you got to keep the slides simple. The investors essentially have the attention span of a 3-year-old child. I don't mean that negatively to investors. They are just very busy and they're going through these. They're literally flipping through or scrolling through them. So keeping the slides simple and making things stand out that you want to have stand out, really very important. Also use graphics. I suggest that the better graphically designed these are, the better they will stand out, and probably the more attention you'll get. So you know what? If you're not a graphic designer, if you don't do PowerPoint or Keynote or something, go on Fiverr and get somebody that's good. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and you can get some amazing designs once you've got the foundation of the presentation already done. You just need to hand it off to somebody to do graphic design. And if you're part of a bigger organization, send it to your graphics department. This presentation is worth putting some time and investing a little bit of money in getting the graphics right. And also make sure you don't put too much data on the slides. I said keep the slides simple, but again, as entrepreneurs, sometimes we're so in love with our product, we want to put a bunch of data, cram everything we can on the slide because we're only going to get 14 or 15 slides out of this. That's not the strategy. Keep them simple. You'll always get a chance if you can move forward with them and you can articulate your business idea well enough in here, you'll move forward so that you can talk to them. So here are some things that I want to make sure that you consider. Just general tips in terms of fundraising and other things. We've got to make sure that we make this resonate with investors. And how do you find an investor where your idea will resonate? Well, you've got to target your investors. This is really important. What I don't want you to do is what we call batch and blast. What I mean by that is you say, I can find 1,000 investors on LinkedIn. I don't know if they're qualified. I don't know if they'll like my business or not, but I'm going to go ahead and send it out anyway. That's probably not the best strategy. What I would rather you do is hand select the investors that fit the criteria of the fundraising that you're looking for, the funding strategy that you're looking for. So here are some things to look for. And by the way, go to their website. It says it all there. Every investor, angel investor, micro VC, VC, friends and family even have what's called a investor thesis. They call it a thesis. It's a fancy word for basically saying this is kind of the types of businesses we invest in. So first of all, look at and research either on their website or through the many, many sites that provide these listing services for all these investors. And there's quite a number of them out there in the databases. So if you're an e-commerce company, then look for e-commerce investors or look for SaaS investors if you're an e-commerce software company, or look for software or tech investors as well. Don't look for medical device investors. That doesn't make sense, or CPG businesses. So you got to find the investors in the type of company because they won't invest usually out of their circle. Now, if they don't specifically say this on their website, they all list who they've invested in the past. Just look at some of the names and you'll start to understand what those companies do and pick the investors that invest in these types of companies that you're in, okay? Number two, the other thing I want to make sure is that you understand the check size that they invest in. Almost every angel investor and a lot of VCs will actually say what the range is of their check size, 50,000 to 250, or 250 to $1 million, or $1 million to $5 million, or maybe $5 million to $10 million, or $10 million and above. So what I don't want you to do is don't go to the guy, when you're only looking for $250,000, don't go to the guy because they have a big name like Sequoia Capital, who I was invested in, by the way. My last company was invested in Sequoia Capital. They were my first investor, by the way. So I've had a lot of experience with this. Don't go to them because they're not going to write a check for $250,000 when their check size starts at $10 million. And they will tell you what the check size is that they start. The reverse is true as well, which is if you're looking for $10 million, don't try to get it with friends and family and other investments at $25,000 at a time. That is actually a bad strategy. You don't want too many people on your cap table. So many people, so many small investors can actually kind of cloud your cap table, which is how your company is capitalized. So you've got to really balance this. Now, again, this is an entirely different course, which we can help you with, but I just wanted to give you some tips around that. Also, the stage of the company. Are you in PowerPoint stage, idea stage? Are you in pre-seed stage? Are you in pre-revenue? Are you post-revenue? Are you in maybe seed range or even post-seed range, or Series A or Series B or Series C or Series D? So there's a lot of different stages. And if you need to research this, just Google it as well, or take another one of our courses and we can explain a little bit more about this. And then the types of entrepreneurs. If you're a woman-owned business, there are VCs, micro VCs, and angels that only invest in women-owned businesses. Or you're doing a social impact business or a purpose-driven business, or climate business, there are VCs that invest in that, or a Black-owned business or an Asian-owned business, minority-owned business, they invest just in that. So look for those as well because you're gonna resonate with those groups. So again, I just wanted to start off by giving you some tips how to use this investor presentation because we're going to get a great one out the door, I guarantee it. So all the information you're going to need we're going to cover today. You follow the format. That is the thing that you need to do is follow the format. Then you're going to add your secret ingredient, which is how you make it jazzy and how you make it exciting and how you drag people into it. Also, I want to make sure that you download some of the extra things that I provide you with because I'm going to walk you step by step through the entire process. But I've also included a investor deck template presentation that you can actually use, or you can just copy into your own graphically designed PowerPoint presentation as well. But you can use all the headers and all the things that we've included. Also, I have sample decks for you as well. So download those. And then I also have an ebook that I wrote. It's about 30 pages, and it's just the text version of this course, that walks you through that. It's a lot of samples. There's actually links in there to additional videos and additional information as well. So lots of really great stuff that's available. It's all contained within this course, so you can download all of it right now. All right, so let's get started.